And then the next step, of course, is to actually plan the campaign. So campaign planning can be as fun and robust or as, you know, streamlined and solid as you would like it to be. Running campaigns allows, again, for morale to be boosted within the organization, for folks to learn more about United Way, our structure, and what it is that we do, and how they can get involved, whether that be financially, whether that be through volunteerism, or whether that be through general advocacy. So what does a campaign kickoff look like? You can literally kick off your campaign in 15 minutes if you needed to. We have narrowed it down and made it pretty concise. Now, that doesn't go to say just kick off your campaign in 15 minutes, even though you have technically an hour for that to happen. And I know that a lot of you guys that I've worked with in the past have leaned towards food, leaned towards kickoffs for breakfast and things of that nature. And we want to make sure that we offer options and suggestions that will allow folks to practice safe and social distancing. And then we also want to make sure that we get the information out there for people to make an informed decision. So as you can see on the screen here, you can kick off your campaign in 15 minutes or less. We have the head of your organization who welcomes everyone to the United Way kickoff and who lends their support of the campaign and of you as the campaign manager or the campaign director. So the United Way staff comes along and thanks, and we can still do this virtually. We have the capabilities to log into your campaign kickoffs if they are going to be virtual. And then also we will have the capabilities of having Live United storytellers come in and share their story. So we will dive into the ways that we're going to do that this year, but also know that we have that amazing campaign film that you just watched, and we also have other campaign films, other films and stories that can be shared via our YouTube library. And finally, after all of the heartwarming moments and the tugging of the strings of the heart, you as the campaign director then inform everyone of the logistics surrounding the campaign, special events that are going on, when the campaign pledge forms are due, and things of that nature. And as the campaign kicks off, you want to keep United Way in front of folks. Let it be a focus. So you can use eBlast to continue this impact going forward. That can be done through other United Way films that we have available on the YouTube page. That can also be done through the fact images that we have. So our fact images are literally pictures and graphics that may suggest that United Way of the Midlands Reading Consortium served 571 students in the last year. And that is something that's concise, and it's something that you can stick into an email to remind everybody of what cause we're championing for, and also to remind them of the logistics surrounding the campaign. And again, you can utilize these in other ways, such as newsletter inserts and other platforms that you may have internally. So we're going to talk about Storytellers a little bit, because it is going to look a little different. And I do know that some of you guys have voiced that that was a concern for you. So with Storytellers, we're able to provide virtual meeting storytellers as well as pre-recorded stories for your convenience. We do have a select number who can do in person, but that basically relies on the comfortability of the volunteer. And so if you are interested in having a storyteller come out, please feel free to visit uway.org/storytellers to request your storyteller for the year. Or you can utilize your campaign manager as a resource. We will be more than happy to make that connection for you. We do, again, ask that you have a minimum of a 10 business day notice when it comes to the storytellers. So at least, at bare minimum, when you are kicking off, you want to make sure that you give us 2 full weeks in order to select a storyteller who will be ideal for your workplace. And so we're going to talk a little bit about energizing your campaign and what that looks like. Because as you're planning your campaign, you want to make sure that you keep the momentum going. These are just some of the virtual special events and incentives that we were able to brainstorm and to figure out, logistics for. Some of these are free, so you don't have to pay subscription fees. You can create these things on your own. You can have a virtual scavenger hunt or an around the office scavenger hunt with social distancing. You can utilize social media to your benefit. Just as an aside, I know that a couple of years ago, we started doing social media challenges at United Way for our own internal campaign. And last year, we had a challenge called Step Up, and that was our theme for the year. And y'all know I love a theme. So our theme was centered around dance. And with the Step Up Challenge, we went on to social media and we posted on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter why it's so important that we contribute to our community as a United Way staff person and as a donor. And so with the emergence of TikTok and all of these other platforms, you have social media at your disposal to help energize your campaign, but to also help promote your own community relations tactics, right? So we want to show the community the greatness of getting involved and being philanthropic, and that your organization is all about helping their fellow man. So social media is always a great tool for that. Of course, working from home passes are super efficient if your organization has already come back into the workplace. Have a work from home pass that you can use to incentivize. For instance, if anybody gives $5 a paycheck or more, they can either automatically receive a work from home pass or be entered into a drawing. Raffles are always a great way to drum up excitement, and a lot of corporations have been allowing for electronic gift cards to be utilized. You can always use a good electronic Starbucks gift card and electronic Amazon gift card. These are all great raffle prizes, and those are good if you have a budget. Now, if you don't have a budget, don't stress. There's always a way to work around these things. So I'm going to share this final video with you guys, and it talks about virtual engagement and general engagement with United Way and how to deepen that with your workplace campaign. And this is going to shed some light on our volunteerism as well as our affinity groups.
Hi, welcome to United Way of the Midlands. I'm Becky Morrison. To deepen your understanding and engagement with the work we do, we have several ways for donors and volunteers to get involved. First is by volunteering with us directly. United Way runs a tutoring program called the Midlands Reading Consortium, or MRC, which helps K through second graders read on grade level by the third grade. It's 30 minutes once a week. Join us. We also run an online volunteer center. Sign up and scroll through to see all sorts of needs from nonprofits in our communities. From delivering meals to painting rooms to mentoring, you can find a way to help out. If you're a larger group or company looking for a specialized volunteer activity, reach out to your United Way campaign contact or give me a call. We'll take care of planning something that meets your philanthropic and volunteer goals. Are you a donor of United Way? If so, thank you. We'd love for you to deepen your relationship with us and join one of our affinity groups. They offer their own volunteer opportunities, networking, and social events. If you're a retiree or soon to be, Always United is here for you. They regularly get together to socialize, volunteer, and give back. From hosting readathons for students that are participating in our summer reading camps to providing Christmas to seniors who would go without, they are a lively group. Women in Philanthropy focuses to support the work for women and children in our community. With their annual $500 donation to United Way and their fundraiser called Power of the Purse. Women in Philanthropy provides an annual grant to nonprofits who align with their mission. This year, they are supporting Homeless No More and Able FC. These are strong women who are a powerhouse in our community. Come join them. Are you a young professional looking to dive into the community, learn a little bit more? Well, join YLS with a monthly donation of $42 if you're in your 20s or $83 if you're in your 30s. This group regularly volunteers, networks, and they have a really wonderful program called Be a Book Buddy. which provides literacy totes for our students that are tutored through MRC. There are just so many ways to get involved. To learn more about any of the affinity groups or ways to volunteer, please visit ua.org/volunteer.